Imagine this. You're a farmer, and you need to move your cattle from one side of your massive farm to the other. But there's a catch. It's not a simple job. The land is rugged, the terrain unforgiving, and the cattle, well, they have a mind of their own. So, what's the solution? What if I told you that instead of using traditional methods, farmers are now moving cattle by air? That's right, flying cows. Today we're going to dive into the world of aerial cattle herding, a surprisingly efficient and fascinating method used by farmers. But how does it work? Can a plane really control a herd of cows from the sky? You'll be amazed by the technology, the challenges, and the sheer brilliance behind this incredible process. Let's start by talking about the aircraft itself. The plane used in aerial cattle herding is no ordinary aircraft. It's specially equipped to handle both the delicate task of managing animals and the rugged demands of agricultural life. These planes are often light, agile, and can maneuver easily through narrow paths between trees or over uneven ground. Pilots flying these planes are trained not just to fly, but to understand the behavior of the cattle below. By circling above the herd, the pilot uses the aircraft to guide the cows in a certain direction, without ever having to touch the ground. Imagine a bird of prey circling above its quarry. The pilot's role is much like that of a hawk, directing and guiding the herd with precision. The key here is that the plane never directly interacts with the cattle, but it influences their behavior by creating a sense of urgency and movement in the herd. The sound of the engine, the altitude of the aircraft, and the movements of the plane all combine to gently guide the cattle, who naturally move when they feel threatened. Of course, aerial herding isn't the only way to manage cattle. For centuries, farmers have used horseback riders to guide cattle from one area to another. Horses are known for their agility and their deep connection with the land. They can maneuver across rough terrain, squeeze through narrow paths, and maintain a steady pace alongside the herd. Riding a horse to herd cattle requires skill, patience, and an understanding of both the animal's behavior and the landscape. A skilled cowboy can direct cattle over miles of challenging terrain, adjusting the pace and direction with subtle changes in the horse's movement. It's a dance between the rider, the horse, and the herd, an ancient art that continues to be crucial on many ranches today. While the plane offers speed and efficiency, the horse brings a level of personal touch that no machine can match. There's something almost magical about the bond between man and horse as they work together to herd cattle across the open range. But what if herding cattle by air wasn't enough? What if you need to transport cattle from one farm to another, across miles of terrain, or even across the country? That's when the real power of aerial transport comes into play. Enter the world of cattle transport by air. This is a whole different ballgame. In certain parts of the world, especially where land transportation isn't feasible, farmers rely on large cargo planes to move their cattle to different locations. These planes are specially designed to accommodate livestock, with secure spaces where cows can stand, lie down, and be safely transported. Massive planes have specialized systems to ensure the safety and comfort of the cattle. Some planes even have air conditioning and ventilation systems to keep the cattle cool during the journey. These planes are true marvels of engineering, designed to transport hundreds of thousands of pounds of living cargo over vast distances. Now, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Where does all this herding and transporting take place? Cattle farms are the lifeblood of this operation, where farmers work tirelessly to raise cattle, manage herds, and ensure that beef and dairy products make it to your table. The cattle farm is a complex ecosystem. It involves everything from feeding the cattle to ensuring they're healthy, and it often requires farmers to move the animals across different parts of the farm for grazing, breeding, or medical care. Aerial herding and transport are just two of the ways modern technology has helped make this process more efficient. Why does all this matter? Why go through the trouble of moving cattle by air or horseback? The answer is simple: beef. Cattle farming isn't just about raising animals, it's about providing food to millions of people worldwide. From farm to table, the journey of a cow is one of precision and care. Whether it's a cowboy on horseback or a plane in the sky, these methods ensure that the cattle are safely moved and transported, helping to provide beef that ends up on your plate. We wouldn't have the high-quality beef products we enjoy today. These systems are integral to the entire agricultural industry, keeping everything running smoothly and efficiently. Now here's the exciting part. The ground is rocky, the cattle are skittish, and the sun is setting. The pilot must guide the herd into a holding pen, all while avoiding obstacles like trees and uneven ground. Will the plane succeed, or will the cattle scatter, causing chaos on the ranch? "What's wrong with them?" asked the pilot. The pilot was trying to hide something from him, but now he's confident. His relief does not come as immediately as it should. "Help me ask the pilot what the matter is." The tension is palpable as the pilot skillfully navigates the plane, using the aircraft's every movement to guide the herd. It's a delicate balance. Too much noise or sudden movements, and the cattle could bolt in the wrong direction. But with calm precision, the plane guides the herd exactly where it needs to go. And there it is. The herd is safely in the pen, thanks to the brilliance of aerial herding. The job that once seemed impossible is now a reality, and the entire farm benefits from this incredible feat of engineering. As technology continues to evolve, it opens up new possibilities for how we manage and care for animals. From the traditional methods of horseback riding to the cutting-edge techniques of aerial herding and transport, the future of farming looks brighter than ever. These machines and methods are not just tools, they're lifelines for farmers, making their work easier, safer, and more efficient. So the next time you hear about moving cattle by air, you'll know that behind those flying cows is a combination of skill, technology, and a whole lot of ingenuity. Which incredible machine or technique would you like to see in action next? Drop your suggestions in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more amazing machine content. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the fascinating world of heavy equipment.